is seriously wrong with those photos that Meghan shared on her Instagram about the kitchen, the kids, everything that you have seen. It has more purposes than just PR stunts that Meghan wanted to pull. In this video, I will tell you something very, very exclusive that you have not heard from other sources, and I will piece together all of this information for you so that you understand what is going on. Before I move on, if you are not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing, because I do talk about the royal family and what is happening there, especially with Meghan and Harry and the kids. So consider subscribing. Let's talk a little bit about what is coming on the news at the moment. Meghan Markle's Thanksgiving was a complete fraud, and this fraud was exposed. We have YouTubers and commentators saying and claiming that this visit, apparently for charity, with Lily and Archie, who of course could not be seen because it's a total freak show, and we have not seen them in public with their faces facing the camera for a very long time, was not as it seemed, with claims that actors were used in the pictures. When we talk about the pictures, I actually want to show you maybe one of those pictures just to refresh your mind. These pictures, they were staged. These pictures were not taken in a kitchen, because if you take pictures in a kitchen, then you, according to California law, have to have proper attire, which Meghan did not have. So by law, she cannot enter into a kitchen, especially if that kitchen is known for its charitable work, because somebody, the authorities, they're watching who is entering into the kitchen, the environment of it, the hygiene of it, the dress code of it. There is always somebody who is going to be investigating. You cannot allow someone who is showing her armpit, exposing herself into a kitchen according to the California law. You cannot have your hair in front of you in a kitchen above the food that you're supposed to be making or serving, because that is very, very unhygienic. The hair can fall off onto the food and it can contaminate it, and people can get sick. Therefore, it is a big no-no that nobody is allowed into the kitchen with that kind of attire, with that kind of hair, and with that kind of hygiene standard that Meghan Markle obviously did not maintain at all. So it is safe to say, coming from, again, different sources, that this was not a kitchen. This cannot be a kitchen. This was a staged photo op that Meghan tried to pull. Obviously, it just exposed her fakery. Now, this is what he said. Here is the revolution from the commentators. And one of the commentators from royal experts, they asked this question: did Harry, Meghan, and now Big Kitchen Los Angeles really think I was not going to look this up? Did they think? Well, of course, Meghan Markle, Harry, they did not expect anybody to look it up to see what are the laws, what they were following there, what they were wearing there. They did not expect that people will be investigating the matter, but people are doing it. And this person said, quote, "I am starting to think volunteers in the background are extras, because there is no way they actually gave out the food they were supposedly preparing in those stage photos," end quote. And this person, she posted all the law, the California law, and all of those things about, kitchen hygiene, food hygiene, and all that. The utensils that they use that, of course, Meghan Markle forgot completely how to maintain hygiene, and sleeveless tops, armpits, showing it all, really. Now, the question is, if this is a staged photo from Meghan and from the kids, who the target audience is, like who they were trying to impress, who they were trying to communicate, who they were trying to reach out. I'm talking about Meghan Markle, who she was targeting through this kind of publicity stunt. Was it us, people like me and you? Of course not. Of course not. Is it the media gurus, the mainstream media, or the charity organization, or Archie? None of those things. Now, according to another source, the reason Meghan and Harry did these photo ops is because they wanted, what I understand, now this is my perspective into this matter after listening to the other experts' commentaries on this, is that the target audience was kids in the United Kingdom. And I mean the royal kids. Charlotte, George, and Louis. They were the targeted audience. Why? Well, it is because according to that royal expert, they want, Meghan and Harry, they want to have some connection with those kids. Now, those kids, they don't see anything about Archie and Lily at all. Therefore, they are not able to bond with them. But by posting these kind of photos and videos and PR photos, of course, they are trying to trigger some kind of curiosity in the mind of those royal kids, so that they will be more interested in Lily and Archie and trying to know about them. Because right now, as we know, Charlotte, George, and Louis have absolutely no idea who Lily and Archie are. But by posting these kind of videos, Meghan is hoping that George, Charlotte, and Louis will start to ask questions about their cousin to their parents. In fact, that same commentator from this inside source claimed that Harry is actually going to be sending a gift to the royal kids, maybe this month or maybe next month, in order to trying to build a relationship with them. Because Harry is desperate right now to have Lily and Archie bonding with the royal kids, the actual royal kids. So if you take into consideration of how desperate these are, Meghan and Harry, for their children to have a future relationship with Louis, George, and Charlotte, you can see that they're pulling this kind of publicity stunt is simply because their target audience and their future goal, their ultimate goal, is to have their children to go back to the royal family, take advantage of the titles, just like they have done, Meghan and Harry, grifting. They, in other words, are training their kids in order to become a grifter like themselves. That's the conclusion I am drawing from all of this. You might have a different opinion on this. You might have a different reason as to why Meghan will be posting these photos. You may have a difference in opinion as to who are the target audiences are. But this is what I believe is happening right now. Subscribe for more videos. Eva, some comments here. Gina, thank you guys. See you in the next one.